Welcome to another Foolish Thoughts episode. This is Joseph Barone, aka A Fool for Learning, and our foolish thought for today is sourcing from the dead. On two previous postings, I talked about how to source or obtain items which you can sell on eBay or other platforms. However, there are other ways that you can source, and one of the ways that I want to speak about is what I like to call sourcing from the dead. Now, you're probably asking yourself, what the hell is he talking about? Does he mean he obtains items from dead people? Are you saying that you dig up dead bodies and take the valuable items off of them? The answer is no. I am not saying I do that. I am not suggesting that. I don't pay people for that. I don't do any of that sort of stuff. What I'm simply talking about is sourcing or purchasing items from estate sales. Yes, estate sales. And in a sense, that's sourcing from the dead. Because an estate sale, generally, if you don't know it, generally and almost always is the sale of items from someone who has passed away, but not always. Their surviving spouse or family members have taken all of the items that they want and have decided to sell the contents of their entire home or apartment that they no longer want. And almost in all instances, they've hired a company to handle this sale. And there are companies out there that do this, and that's how their business. Now, there are many people who are much more experienced in estate sales than I have. But I and my wife have been visiting estate sales now probably for about 9 or 10 years. And I just wanted to share with you some of my observations. So in case you have never, ever gone to an estate sale, at least you're aware of a couple of things. First, if you do not know, estate sales generally are a 3-day event: Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And as I said, this is the usual time frame, but not always. I've seen estate sales last for 4 days, usually because they've got so much stuff, but I've also seen estate sales for 1 day. Second, estate sales advertise generally on the internet, and there are a couple of different places that you can find them. Third, most estate sales sell items for less than you might find on eBay, Poshmark, etc. Almost everything is used, but you will be surprised how many new items you can find, whether it be clothing or kitchen items, etc. So, what can you find in an estate sale? Really, anything and everything: furniture, kitchen items, lawn care items, clothing, electronics, artwork, collectibles, stuff for your gym, carpets, um, you name it, you can find it, and you never know what you're going to find. Some estate sales are packed to the rafters, and others are a little bit more sparser. But one thing about estate sales is that usually on the last day of the estate sale, items are half price. So if you have an item on day one that you see that's $100, on the third day, which is usually Sunday, that item will be $50. And you might even be able to bargain a bit more than getting half off, especially if you buy a number of items. Why? Because items that are not sold on that last day many times are trashed, donated, and even once in a while, they may be sold to another reseller for pennies on the dollar. So they'd rather get 40% of something than take 10%. So last day, lots of bargains, and you can bargain a little bit more. So just my foolish thought for today. And if you've learned something from this episode, please take a moment to like, comment, subscribe, or even share with a friend. To learn more about me, you can find me on LinkedIn. This is Joseph Barone, aka A Fool for Learning, signing out. Remember, learn, perform, succeed.